would be thinking about the ego. How do you think about it? And then we'll go what you see in other people potentially.
Well, I definitely was living in the world of ego for a big part of my life. And I used to work with Tony Robbins in the seminar business. And the people that I was meeting in that industry, of course, were just prolific at being able to be successful. And it was driven. And so much of it had to do with ego, about the leverage game, right? If you're going to get successful, then you have to play by this set of rules of leveraging other people, getting what you want by taking advantage of people. And I don't mean that the ego is all responsible for that. It just means that in that realm, that just seemed to be the rules that people were playing by. And I was like, there was something else going inside of me that just said, I don't want to live like that because it's just so manipulative. It's so much about being able to get from other people. For a great example is, in order for me to feel good about me, I have to put you down in some way.
Mm.
And I was just like, that doesn't resonate with me. And so when I started taking a look at this and got on this spiritual path, I thought, and I think I was being instructed, honestly, to really move away from the ego, to destroy the ego, to eliminate the ego. And I will tell you, as I've gone down this path, that is the farthest from the truth as possible. Integration of your ego is such an important part of being in this physical realm. Being successful in this physical realm has to do with having your ego. The difference is my ego using me, or am I using my ego? And that's a different perspective about how to experience this physical plane.
Mm. For example, what would be the difference between the two of someone using their ego and it using them?
Well, if, for example, you feel that lost feeling, that loneliness that comes with the ego, if you the ego has this ability to create really big holes in us that drives us, really motivates us, right?
Mm.
You can get fit using your ego. You can get rich using your ego. You can be motivated using your ego. But if you want to switch over to true health, wealth, and happiness, you're going to have to integrate your soul.
Mm.
The ego creates this big hole that can't be filled. And the bigger that hole gets, man, the more stuff we have to put in here, right? We're always looking for stuff out here to be able to bring inside here. The soul comes from a very different perspective. The job of the soul is to fill you up first and then go out in the world completely full, not needing anything. You show up completed, right? And that's a very different experience that you have with people and people around you, because they know you don't need anything from them. You're showing up as who you are. And that's probably the biggest difference I've noticed with my ego using me, where I show up and I need something from everybody. I'm getting something from everybody else. And me showing up very differently by me using my ego and using my soul, if you will, to be able to really show up complete and full in the first place.